odore di cherosene misto a benzina e ciccio benzina che è fantastico in questo
meraviglioso.
Se qualcuno qua ha un accendino esplode tutta Kiev.
Tanto che oggi è la giornata più calda, dai.
Gael non arriva e probabilmente gli avranno fatto prendere un altro aereo perché lei è molto più importante di noi palesemente. E niente, noi ci siamo seduti sul bus, aspettiamo che si sposti come in un Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Cavolo, pensavamo avessi preso un altro aereo o ti avevano già portata direttamente là. Incredibile. Hi, hello.
Nikolai.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Abbiamo già trovato il nostro accompagnatore, Elle sta già facendo tutte le presentazioni del caso, visto che è lei che domina l'inglese tra di noi. Mi piace la sua andatura smaomettante. Il mare, il Vito, wow!
What did you expect? Like old rusty Lada?
Trae anche questo.
Guys, please take your passports with you. I'd like to double check everything before we start.
Passport, yeah, vai.
When we sit, press the button. This one, that one.
Yeah. Questo qua sarà quello che avremo quando potremo fare le esplorazioni. No, aspetta. Aspetta. No, le borla giù il passaporto. Se questo lo perdevamo era la fiera.
Okay. Your passports, please. And everything is like number by number, but I believe everything is okay. So thank you very much. Yes.
Okay.
So we'll be heading north, but the worst part is Kiev itself because of the traffic and everything. But the rest will be fine. It's just like long, empty, straight roads. Surprisingly, nobody wants to live in Chernobyl, you know. And I discovered that some of my very good friends, they actually follow you on Instagram, on Facebook, and it's cool.
Bene ragazzi, siamo ufficialmente partiti. Ora il buon Nikolai ci porterà verso la zona di Chernobyl e c'è da dire che stiamo andando davvero molto comodi, quindi alla grande.
Inside the zone. Okay. So many people confuse Pripyat and Chernobyl. But Chernobyl is a place where the workers stay. So 5,000 people still work there, right? Security and engineers and scientists and all the city workers, and they need to stay somewhere, right? So most of workers, they stay in the town of Chernobyl. Okay. There is accommodation, there is heating, there is hot water, electricity, few hotels, few bars, few shops. So that's where we stay.
Okay.
Yes. We stay in a hostel in the town of Chernobyl, which is like 18 kilometers from reactors, but 20 kilometers away from the town of Pripyat.
How old are you?
I was born 2 years after.
Okay.
Okay. That's the question. Tell you something about the explosion.
Yes, I remember some lessons from the school, and we are not discussing it too much in Ukraine because I believe for many Ukrainians it's a story they don't want to remember.
Yeah.
And I don't remember much about Chernobyl, but I'm doing this probably because it's my passion, you know. Most of us don't do it for money. It's just amazing place with a great history. Well, it's sad history, but it's still our history, and that place is one of a kind. There is no other place like that in the world, you know, where the time has stopped, and people left everything behind, and it still remains there. And also you can see the power of nature, that only 33 years later the whole place looks like forest. There are trees everywhere, trees on the roofs of the buildings, inside the buildings, on the balconies. It's amazing. Wildlife is great. If we get lucky, we may see some animals too, like deers and horses, foxes, etc., etc.
La prima cosa che ho fatto è stato proprio far scendere la signora. Allora, contenta? Contenta? Stiamo arrivando. Mao. Il mare. Mezzi militari all'improvviso. Parecchio grossi. Quasi anteguerra, esatto. Ma che roba! Ma che cazzo è? Bellissimo. C'è da dire che il super alcolico Al Capone non l'avevo mai visto. Ci siamo fermati a fare benzina e stiamo anche aspettando il panino. Abbiamo preso un hamburger giusto per riuscire a campare fino a mezzogiorno. Intanto sto cercando di capire come funziona il caffè qui dentro ed è molto divertente. È stato un viaggio davvero particolare, tra l'altro, perché siamo praticamente passati per tutta Kiev e ci ha davvero molto impressionati, perché è un'architettura che di norma non vediamo e ci ha sorpreso la quantità di verde che c'è, ma soprattutto la compattezza e la grandezza degli edifici stessi, quindi davvero strano. Ancora non abbiamo realizzato che stiamo andando verso Chernobyl.
Ma almeno è acqua.
Cioè,
Sporca.
è uscita una Pepsi calda, giusto?
Piuttosto che fare l'espresso bevo acqua sporca.
Si riparte? Ragazzi, che bello, ci hanno appena regalato le felpe, sì, nere tra l'altro, il logo giallo, praticamente il contrario della macchina di Jerry. Siamo arrivati al posto di blocco, ma non possiamo filmare giustamente perché è una zona ovviamente militare, quindi non possiamo riprendere. E niente, superato questo siamo ufficialmente dentro la zona di Chernobyl.
The whole land was called Chernobyl district. As a result, Chernobyl nuclear power plant, and then in the end, Chernobyl disaster, Chernobyl exclusion zone. Pripyat was way bigger than Chernobyl. At the moment of evacuation, the town of Pripyat was 48,500 people. Most of them worked at the power plant, but the town of Pripyat existed as a town for 16 years only, and during the evacuation the town was still under construction. So the initial plan was to build bigger town and expand it up to 80,000 people with the hope to build more reactors, right? So that's why probably most of people, they confuse Chernobyl and Pripyat. So many people who come to visit this area, they think that Chernobyl is everything. Chernobyl is reactors, Chernobyl is the place with the Ferris wheel, the ghost town, and Chernobyl is everything. But in fact, Chernobyl has nothing to do with nuclear power plant. It's just a little town which we will see on our way to reactors and the town of Pripyat. So the town of Chernobyl these days is like a capital of this area. So all the workers, all the people that need to be here, they stay in the town of Chernobyl, which is located halfway between the main checkpoint and nuclear power plant. This area is also very close to our neighbor country, Belarus. The town of Chernobyl lies only 13 kilometers away from national border of Ukraine and Belarus, Republic of Belarus. So radiation levels here still normal, 0.1, which is the same like Kiev, any other place in the world will be very, very similar to this. But only after we pass the second checkpoint, with every kilometer we move towards the power plant, yeah, it starts climbing up. So you will see that's pretty amazing actually.
But I always ask it to myself, what do you feel when you feel high radiation?
You don't feel it, you feel nothing.
Don't feel it.
You feel
Okay.
nothing. Even
Also
when
more high?
well, when it gets incredibly high, when we talk about millions microsieverts per hour, you may feel this metallic taste in your mouth. Some people experience that in early days after the accident, because it was so tremendously high that it was basically killing the liver on the go, and when your liver is exposed to very high levels of radiation, it gives you this metallic taste. Yes, like acidity in your mouth. So in current conditions, I mean, with current levels of radiation, you will never feel anything.
Okay.
Not at all. And some people say, I feel a terrible headache, or my skin started itching, or something like that. That's placebo. So you can't feel anything. It's just impossible. And that's the worst thing about radiation. It has no taste, no smell. You can't see it. It's invisible, and it's not good for you. So the doses of radiation for the tours, they are under control. So we have special routes designed for visitors, so we can't go off the beaten track. We can't just suddenly turn right and go in that direction. So yeah, our dose should be between 2 to 4 microsieverts per day, which is equal to 1 hour flight. So it's safe to visit this place with all the precautions and regulations and rules. It's safe, but only if you obey the rules. That's indeed. And you can't live here permanently because the soil is poisoned, the water is poisoned, and normal life, as we imagine normal life, is impossible. So, people will be able to return here in 242,000 years. Let's say never. So. The only restriction for this area is age limit, so people under 18, they are not allowed to visit this area, as well as pregnant women. Also there is curfew. You know, curfew, the time when you are not supposed to go out, you have to stay in your room. You can't drive, you can't walk after 8 p.m. in the evening. You have to stay in the hotel and you can't really walk around. So.
Siamo già scesi, primo spot, ora ci fermeremo e guarderemo questa prima zona. Siamo praticamente arrivati all'inizio della nostra visita ufficiale ed è molto molto entusiasmante, anche se fa davvero stranissimo essere qui. Oi.
I have a lot of stuff to show actually, we just don't have time for that. Maybe tomorrow when we go back to Kiev. I got some documentaries, some old footage. So, Heroes of Chernobyl it's called. Does it work? Yes, it does.
Yeah.
We're getting closer. So you see
how
radiation.
many kilometers from
4.
here? 4 kilometers.
Straight distance is 4 kilometers.
Sono 4 km ed è così grande già da qua.
Abbiamo davanti a noi il sarcofago. Siamo a 4 km di distanza e non so se ci andiamo direttamente, però l'abbiamo già visto ed è veramente, veramente gigante.
This is very eerie place, guys. This is abandoned kindergarten. That remains here from 86. So, inside the vehicle, so you know, radiation levels are 0.15, which is still quite alright. You just need to go like 2 steps. And there we go. So it's what I can't see yet. 4. Yeah, approximately 4, or if you search, you may find more than that. So 4.5, 5.5, 6.
Ma è il terreno quindi che è così.
Yeah, 7.8. But all you need is to step back. So once you step back, it goes down again.
Wow.
So you see, it's 0.4.
Cioè si ritorna proprio, cioè si cala di oltre 5 punti
2
praticamente.
metri, eh? 2 metri.
Sì, 2 metri di distanza.
Cioè, questo è un
Impressionante.
Cioè, questo cemento qua è proprio pieno di radiazioni.
And that's why it's so important, because one step to the left or one step to the right, you can step into the hotspot, you can step into this radioactive mud, and that's all dose. The dose is accumulative. So the good thing I know Safeway. Let's take a look. You will love it. You want to keep this?
No.
You know, we say no dosimeter, no radiation. So that's easy. Don't think about that. Very frequently, in order to find a hotspot, you just need to follow water, because water is a good transporter. It can move dust around and particles. And here you see there's a corner of the building where water is dripping from the roof years and years, and it actually collected quite some amount of radiation there. So right now we are at 1.4, which is still not too bad. Yeah, but now we'll come closer. It's still good. 1.4. Right? Nothing bad. But again, just one step.
Mamma mia.
There we go.
19. Cioè lì c'è una concentrazione ancora maggiore.
We're at 17 now.
Porca miseria.
And again, one step away, going down to 0.5,
Guardate, è ritornato subito
Wow.
0.8.
a 0,80, è incredibile. Ha una variazione impensabile. Wow, questa era la sala grande dove si giocava. Guardate qua ragazzi, le infiltrazioni che sono arrivate dal soffitto hanno bucato pure il pavimento. Wow, questo edificio non sta smettendo di stupire. Se venite qui, una cosa su cui preme anche tantissimo la guida: non bisogna toccare assolutamente niente, perché ogni cosa ovviamente è contaminata e le scarpe tendenzialmente sono il principale contatto che si ha con le radiazioni, per cui è anche buona abitudine o consigliabile buttarle una volta che si torna dal viaggio. E fa tutto molto senso e molta impressione. Un luogo di divertimento, comunque un luogo per bambini abbandonato così per via di un disastro del genere.